With no Ukraine peace deal, Trump again threatens Russia sanctions.
Nghe An adjusts growth scenario. Determined to reach 10.5% in 2025.
Nghe An, prioritizing the progress to get Vinh International Airport back into operation in 2025.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Nghe An, and here we go, the first headline of the show. U.S. President Donald Trump just renewed a threat to impose sanctions on Russia on Friday if there is no progress towards a peaceful settlement in Ukraine in 2 weeks, showing frustration at Moscow a week after the meeting with the Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska.
A little bit. They don't get along too well.
Trump said he was unhappy about Russia's strike on an American factory in Ukraine this week, which caused a fire that injured some of the facility's employees. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Friday that Russia was doing everything it could to prevent a meeting between him and Putin. While Russia's foreign minister said, Putin is ready to meet with Zelensky when the agenda would be ready for a summit. And this agenda is not ready at all. The statement echoed Moscow's established rhetoric about a leaders' meeting being impossible unless certain conditions were met.
Chiefs of Cambodian and Thai military region on Friday reaffirmed their strong commitments to implementing a ceasefire reached by both countries recently.
The reaffirmation was made during an extraordinary meeting of the Cambodia-Thailand Regional Border Committee, RBC, between Cambodia's 5th Military Region and Thailand's 1st Military Region in Thailand's Sa Kaeo province. The statement stated that both sides reaffirmed their strong commitments to implement the ceasefire and 13-point consensus, further strengthen bilateral relations, and restore normalcy in border areas. It added that the two sides also agreed to hold the next RBC meeting within 1 month or at a convenient time, with Cambodia serving as the host.
Nghệ An Provincial People's Committee had just announced the adjustment of GRDP growth scenario for the remaining 2 quarters of 2025 based on the results of the first 7 months of the year and the forecast of the socio-economic situation in the last months of the year.
According to the new scenario, the GRDP growth rate in the third quarter is adjusted to increase from 10.16 to 11.94%, compared to the 11.18% of the original plan. The fourth quarter is determined to be in the range of 11.11 to 13.1%, instead of the previous target of 12%. With this adjustment, the GRDP growth target for the whole year of 2025 is set at 9.5 to 10.5%. Previously, the results of the first 6 months of the year showed that GRDP increased by 6.99% in the first quarter and 9.24% in the second quarter, bringing the average growth rate in the first half of the year to 8.24%. On that basis, adjusting the growth scenario is a necessary step to ensure consistency with actual developments, while maintaining the ability to strive for the highest results.
Upcoming are some updated news.
Recently, Nghe An has approved investment policies and detailed planning at a scale of 1/500 for 41 social housing projects with a total area of 107 hectares, with a scale of about 36,000 apartments, of which 34 projects have investors, equivalent to nearly 28,000 apartments, while 7 projects are in the process of finding investors with about 8,000 apartments. The list of social housing projects in need of loans from the 120 billion Vietnamese Dong's credit program has also been made public by the Provincial People's Committee. Notably, the projects are all planned in sync with technical and social infrastructure systems such as nurseries, kindergartens, markets, and shopping centers, to ensure the essential needs of residents.
A special political artistic television program entitled Golden Opportunity took place on the August 22 evening in celebration of the 80th anniversary of the successful August Revolution and the National Day. The program connected three historically significant venues: the Hanoi Flag Tower, symbol of independence; Go Mon Gate Square in Hue, linking past and present; and Nha Rong Wharf in Ho Chi Minh City, where President Ho Chi Minh began his journey to liberate the nation. At the Hue location, art performances recreated the uprising spirit rising like a tidal wave. The art performances made the audience experience many emotions and at the same time better understand the sacrifices of revolutionary soldiers for the independence and freedom of the country.
The closing and award ceremony of the 2025 International Olympiad on Astronomy and Astrophysics, IOAA, took place in Mumbai, India, with 9 times participating in the IOAA. This is the first time all Vietnamese students won medals, including 1 gold medal. The International Olympiad on Astronomy and Astrophysics is one of 12 international science Olympiads held annually. First held in Thailand in 2007. This year, the IOAA was held in Mumbai, India from August 11 to 21, 2025. This is the 18th year that the International Olympiad on Astronomy and Astrophysics has been held with the participation of nearly 300 students from 64 countries and territories.
Since July 1st, 2025, Vinh International Airport has been temporarily closed for the implementation of the projects to repair, renovate, and expand the domestic terminal apron, runway, and taxiway, with the goal of getting Vinh International Airport back in operation to serve the passengers in 2025. The investor, supervision, consultant, and construction contractors are currently focusing on the progress for each project item. More in the story today.
The domestic terminal will have 5 floor openings filled and the front glass wall will be relocated to expand the usable area by nearly 1.200 square meters. In addition, new equipment and technology lines will be added to improve the quality of passenger service. The construction and installation work is being carried out by Nghệ An Construction Corporation JSC. With 25% of the work completed, the contractor is consistently maintaining a workforce of 35 to 40 workers along with machinery and equipment on site.
Khi đấy thì là ACV sẽ phối hợp với tỉnh để thực hiện các công tác giải phóng mặt bằng cũng như thi công trên công trường làm sao mà triển khai đồng bộ cái dự án kéo dài.
The unit is focusing on completing the structural part around October 20th to 30 and by November 30th. The construction and installation part will be completed.
The aircraft parking apron is being renovated and expanded by nearly 30.000 square meters to increase its capacity from 6 to 9 parking positions. The runway and taxiways have been completely excavated and are being rebuilt with concrete. The consortium of ACC Aviation Construction Corporation, Trong Sun Construction Corporation, Cinco 4 Group Joint Stock Company, and Vinatic Vietnam Construction Investment Development Joint Stock Company is currently focusing on constructing the 2.4-kilometer-long, 45-meter-wide runway.
The units are highly determined and have mobilized hundreds of staff and workers, as well as dozens of machines and equipment. For the construction, a particularly important factor is the proactive gathering of materials at the site during a period of high prices, which has allowed some items to exceed the set schedule.
According to the plan, all 3 projects under implementation must be essentially completed before November 30th to get Vinh International Airport back in operation in 2025.
ACV and the Project Management Board are currently focused on accelerating the progress by working in 3 shifts and 4 crews. We are striving to complete the work before November 30th, to serve the public again before the Tet holiday.
With a total investment of nearly 1 billion Vietnamese dongs, The infrastructure upgrade at Vinh International Airport will enhance flight safety and create a more modern, professional appearance. This will improve its capacity to serve passengers, especially during peak seasons.
The last story to send it our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now and see you later.